right there. Remember when things were better? Remember when these snivelling little entitled shitheads hadn't ruined nearly every aspect of our culture? It was just a wonderful place. Relatively speaking. Not free speech wasn't something you thought about, it was something you relied on. Who predicted that coming into question and not doing very well out of it? The wrong questions were asked, the right answers were given, and the wrong problems were solved. Now we're just fucked. We got whole police forces who just trawl Twitter looking for offence. Who saw any of this coming? I was thinking about offence. I don't think I've been offended in donkey's years. I've got some prostitute texting me because she wants me to lend her $20 so she can go to the doctor's. I just outright went, yeah, it's all right. And she texted me now every half hour going, you can come with me, you can pay the money. I'm like, no, it's all right, it's not a problem. Poor thing. I spent more time with her than I have anyone else here. She don't know it, but she's my best friend in Cambodia. She thinks she's just some brass asking a punter a proper extreme reach. Give you got $20, I need to go to the doctor's. To me, it's like the best mate going, you got a score? Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll look at any time. Anyway. I can't remember being offended. Think about it. You know, I've got a pretty good grasp of the kind of people who watch this. You're either a masochist or you go along with a certain amount of what I say. I don't think you've been offended. Have you, like, properly offended? I can't imagine this, what situation would need to evolve for me to suddenly go, I find that so offensive. What? Entitled people get offended because they think they're entitled to be agreed with. They think people have to agree with them. They don't like it when you don't, and they think that they're morally right. Every argument anyone on the outrage train is having also brings with it righteousness, and for you to disagree with them makes you morally bankrupt. How dare you? Fucking idiots. When I think about being offended, when I'm going through my entire back catalogue of things I've done, my thoughts go to family and lovers, people who I have very deep emotional relationships with, histories and, you know, family and lovers. And what that tells me is immediately this is an emotional response. Being offended is an emotional response. And there's no place for that. There's no place for that in politics. It's just, you don't get that luxury of shutting other people down because you've got an emotional response you can't handle. And one which I'd suggest you designed to cause that situation. You went out ready for it. You get up every morning looking for it. Being offended is your full-time gig. They call it being a fucking activist. I see all that lot out protesting Trump. There's an amazing photograph of the pro-Trump people, a few St George's flags, a few people sitting around enjoying the sun. Not much going on here. Next to the people gathered round the Trump balloon. What? And all the people sitting around the bottom are the biggest bunch of attention-seeking wankers you've ever seen. I know so many people like that. The weirder your hairdo, the less you've got to say. That ratio is it's been pretty much constant throughout my life. And then when it comes to zany, wacky clothes, woo, look, I'm at a festival. Wow, I'm not a man, I'm not a woman. Wow, I'm a beast. Wow, I'm a Jekyll. What are you, you just think, you know, it's a tantrum for those people. Self-aggrandizing, self-righteous, attention-seeking parade. You might have heard my voice warble a bit when I went parade then. It's because I think my hat is full of ants. While I've been recording this, I've been getting these little itches, like first they're here and then they're on my chest. And the thing about the ants here, they're tiny. They're about a quarter the size of your classic British ant. Tiny little thing. And they walk around and weirdly you can feel the little shits. It's weird how a mosquito can suck blood out of you. You wouldn't know about it. You don't know about it until after. These little fuckers just walking around, you're like, what is that? And then because you don't know it's one of them, you give it a little rub. As soon as you've done that, it's angry. Bang, bites in, and it's fucking hurts. Ah! And then when you're trying to get it, it's just, it's like, it's in its death throes. It's fuck you. Ah! And I think, so they're my thoughts on being offended and having a hat full of ants.